Hey there, everyone. It's Denise Salcedo. Welcome back to the channel. With me right now is William Holguin, who is going to be making his UNF debut on October 21st on our UNF 13 card. William, how do you feel, man, being here at UNF?
I feel great. I'm just happy to be here. It's a good thing that I made it out here, so I'm just happy for the opportunity.
Yeah, so talk to us about your MMA journey. How'd you get here? How long have you been doing this? All of that good stuff.
Oh, well, it first started when I was a wrestler back in high school. It's been about, a good 10, 20 years, maybe you could say. After that, I had great careers in my life, but then it ended up, these last 4 years that I decided to actually transition to the professional MMA world. But yeah, finally, seeing where it's going to take me with UNF, and hopefully they could bring me to the top.
Nice. So what's your record? What was your amateur record?
Amateur record, I fought around the world, so I went about 15-4. And now, my pro debut, I went 0-2, but a little matchmaking difficulties, and it was kind of hard, but it didn't push me away from what I want. This is what I want. I want to become a champion.
Now you have, had fights all over the world. Tell us about what that experience has been like. What are some of your favorite places that you fought in? Some of the toughest competitors that you faced?
Oh, well, I went overseas to Brazil. That was one of my toughest matches that I've had. Going out there as a young MMA professional, like just trying to realize like what's going on and how to cut weight and deal with the travels and all that stuff, and finally getting locked up in a cage with somebody. That's a very humbling experience, and I loved it, every minute of it. I didn't come out with a W, but it was one of the biggest things that impacted me in life.
Yeah, they always say that you learn a lot in your losses, but like you said, it humbled you fast, right? Being in a situation like that, but also it's one of your most memorable experiences. So that's really cool. So for you, William, right now, of course, you're going to be making your debut with UNF, but what is the goal for you? What is the end game? What do you want to make sure, happens, whether it's short-term goals, long-term goals?
Short-term goal, I just want to make sure I come out with the victory when it comes out to October 21st. Long-term, I hope, everyone with the UNF family brings me in. We could bring belts for me so I could, elevate and evolve with this whole mixed martial arts world. And just take it day by day, but just be happy to give back to this world.
I love that. I love that. Giving back to the world is definitely something meaningful and important. I'm curious, William, so outside of MMA, what are some of your interests and hobbies, things that you're passionate about?
Oh, well, right now it's definitely just, staying controlled and grounded, but definitely giving back to the community wherever it's needed pretty much. I come from a very strong ground, so I know where I need to kind of branch off and give back, whether it's his helping hand or just my time. I'm just happy to be here and just being, able to be useful at this point.
Do you do a lot of community work?
I do, but I just came out to LA, so I'm still trying to find that network. But back at home, I was part of a great community, growing up the youth when it comes to the YMCA and all that stuff, and just helping them and just trying to let them know that it's okay to dream big and, just live day by day kind of thing.
What are some ways that you like to help the community? Because I know there's different ways, right? Like there's volunteering, there's, helping pack backpacks, there's going to, serving food. There's all of these different ways that you can help people and help the community. What are some of the things you like to do?
Oh, it's definitely, when it comes down to it, just showing up wherever it's needed, and I'm always there. I always put my name on the list, and if I'm needed, they call me, and I'll be there. That's pretty much it. Whether it is serving food or if it is walking out with a backpack and serving for the military or serving for the folks that are kind of in tough difficulties, like be there and show up and just show that you care. That's the most important thing in my life right now.
Where does your passion for community come from? Where do you think it stems from?
Oh, it's definitely my family. My mom, mother for sure. She taught me from day one how to love and how to care, and I always carry that on to the bottom of my heart. And I walk through this journey by myself, and I know, like, hey, listen, you know, at the end of this tunnel, we're gonna see the bright light. And as long as you stay grounded and you stay humbled and you have a good heart, where it comes from my mother, it's gonna bring me good places.
Oh, that's awesome. It sounds like you have a really great mom.
For sure, I have a great mom, great pops. They're all about to retire, go back to their homeland where they came from, and that's something that I'm happy for. But now it's time to take care of myself, and hopefully I could take care of my brothers and my mother.
Where's the homeland?
Dominican Republic, that's where they come from. I know they came. I'm like the first, second generation. You know, I would say first, but you know, I was the first one born out here, and it was great to just grow up in New York City and evolve and seeing how tough it was. And then my mom taking the very, you know, tough decision when it came to going to Jersey for a better upcoming for the family. Like, that's something that, you know, still in this transition that I grew up in, it's hard to pack up and just going wherever you need to go and start fresh. But sometimes that's what you need in order to evolve.
I love that. I love your outlook on life. I love your perspective, and I think that the stuff that you're doing within community work is really nice, and you know, it's a good thing to do that, honestly. William, I want to thank you so much for coming out here and chatting with me here today, and I can't wait to see you at UNF 13.